Hey, today I'm going to show you how to trick out a jig, and I'm talking about a rubber skirted jig. And this is just a typical Stanley 3/16 ounce jig with a casting hook on it, which is a little bit more thin wire. There's a couple of things you want to do to a jig before you take it out of the package and just tie it on and throw it. One neat tool that they make is called an eye puncher. There's different companies make them. They're pretty cheap. You can get them $2, $3 a piece. So what that allows you to do is quickly punch out any excess paint that might be around the hook eye so that your line will go through easy. A lot of times when you get these jigs, cheaper ones, there's paint stuck inside them. So the next thing you want to do with a jig is you have your skirt. What I like to do with my skirts is I take all the excess skirt, pull it down tight like this so that it's tight to the hook shank. You let this excess hang off like that, take a pair of scissors, and you just want to trim it about 1/4 of an inch behind the hook, okay? And what happens is when you let that go, it makes the jig stand out a little bit more. It gives it a shorter, more compact look, and it's definitely works well under a lot of circumstances. The last thing you want to do with a jig like this is you have this fiber weed guard on here, and that's great when you're fishing heavy cover, but sometimes it's a little overkill. One thing you'll notice if I push down on the weed guard, every now and then what'll happen is it'll hang up on one of these fiber weed guards. So what you do is you take a pair of scissors and you just want to cut right where the hook point meets the weed guard, just like that. So when you push it down, you want to make sure it clears the point of the weed guard. Now it'll still prevent you from getting stuck on branches and stuff, but it shortens it up. The other thing I like to do is sometimes if I'm fishing grass or not such heavy cover, what I'll do is I'll just take about half of that weed guard and I will clip it off right close to the base. So what I did was I just pulled it aside and put my scissors right in between there and cut down at the bottom. So now I have my hook eye punched out, I have my skirt trimmed short, and my weed guard is thinned out. Do that with a jig and you'll hook up a lot more times.